What's up, planner babes? It's your girl Cam and I'm back with another video. This time I'm here with a DIY. So if you are new to my channel, welcome. I hope that you find some inspiration here and that you will consider hitting that subscribe button and the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I post new videos right here for you. If you're already a part of the Piece of the Plans fam, welcome back. So I'm going to be doing a little DIY today. A couple of weeks ago, I hauled this little Happy Planner notebook. I think it's called Happy Planner Notes, and I am going to be using this as a wellness journal, and I'm going to be writing from prompts. So the prompts that I found were from Janine Ripper, and it's 105 prompts to guide you in self-reflection and self-discovery. I just Googled wellness writing prompts, and this is one of the prompts that came up. So she asked questions like, list 20 things that make you smile, write about 5 things you're grateful for this week, when do you feel happiest in your skin, how do you maintain balance in your life, is there anything you need to change, what is the best advice your parent, mentor, or someone else ever gave you? Write about a challenging situation, how you handled it, and what you learned from it. So these are awesome prompts. I'm going to be using these here in my wellness journal. But I knew when I bought it that I wanted to keep it inside a nice cover. I didn't want it to be just like this. So I went to Joann's and I found this Heidi Swapp planner. I took all of the guts out because I didn't want that part. I just wanted the cover. Isn't this beautiful? The little sparkly pink. So pretty. And it's just that smooth, faux leather feel. So I'm going to take the rings out of this and then I'm probably going to have to add some strings because the inside of this planner has the gold rings. There's a pocket on the left side, but there's no pocket on the right for me to slide the happy notes into. So I'm probably going to end up adding some strings in here too, but that is no problem. So if you want to see me take the rings out of this planner and prepare it for my wellness journal, just stick around. All right, planner babes, I'm going to tell you straight up, I'm a little bit nervous about this because this is going to be hard. I'm going to have to use all of my muscles to get this out. So you've got this little ring in here, and I have done this before on another planner. I did take the rings out of, I took it out of this book. This was a Recollections, and I just took the rings out and I put these little studs in there. But this one, as you can see, had the little pocket in the back for me to slide the book into. So I've done this before, but I did not do it on camera. So I'm a little nervous today because I'm going to do it on camera, but let's just get into it. Because if this doesn't work, you'll never see this video. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to loosen up this little stud here. I don't know if you can see that, but there's this little screw. I'm going to try to loosen that up and see if that will get me what I want. And if not, then I'm going to have to use my needle nose pliers. Okay, so we're going to try the screwdriver first and see if I can just lift it out without any problems. Which I may very well be able to do, as it feels like it's loosening up already. All right, so I do feel it loosening, but I don't know if that's going to bring it all the way out. So let me loosen this other side up, and then I will go in with the pliers. And I normally would use, instead of needle nose, I would just use regular old household pliers, like my husband's pliers. But my oldest son just got his first car, and it needs a little bit of work, so he was using the pliers. And I guess he didn't bring them back in the house after he used them. You know how they do, how teenagers do. They don't put things back where they belong, right? Most of the time. This looks like this is about to come out, y'all. Yeah, it's out. Boom, shock-a-lock. Okay. So let's see if I can get this other side out. And then this may not be as hard as I thought it was going to be. At all. Thank you, Heidi. Or whoever made this notebook for Heidi, for making it so simple to crack this thing open. Boom. Okay, so that's just the top of it though. It looks like the piece is still down in there. So I'm still gonna have to use these pliers, I think. Let me see. But yeah, before when I did this, I just used my husband's pliers, and it was still hard. But I feel like, I don't know if the needle nose pliers are better or not. But I'm definitely having to put my back into this. I'm definitely having to put my back into it, honey, because this ain't no joke. And I don't want to damage the planner, so I'm trying to be forceful, but not too forceful. I don't know if I should continue trying to pull this part out or go on with the I think I better go ahead and try to pull this piece out right here. Yeah, let me do what I did before. I don't want to rip it though, so I'm trying to bend it without ripping it. Oh wait, I see something. Hold on. Let me bend this back because, yep, it's about to come over that. Boom. What I was seeing was this was getting skinny, and I was able to kind of wiggle it through that hole. Okay. So, okay, that was smart the way I did that then. Now, I can't tell how this is in there. Okay, let me do the other side. So I like how I did that. I pinched it pretty tight. This little like screw thing that's in here, I pinched it pretty tight so that I was able to just lift this ring set right over it. So let's see if I can do that again. Just kind of pinch it tight, close all the little openings up on it. That way I don't have to fight with it so much when it's time for me to pull these rings, the little ring set over it. Okay. Now I think I need going to put this up a little bit. Without ripping it. Don't rip it, girl. Okay, so I see the same thing happening again. That hole is starting to open up, where I should be able to pull this through. There we go. So, all right, so that, okay, so I had to delete some stuff off of my card. So I'm back. And let's see if I can do this without totally ripping this open. I don't know, because I've never done this kind before. It looks like it's about to come out though. Ooh, chill out. Can you see what I'm doing here? I'm trying to pull this out, and it's like there's some kind of prong or something under there. It feels like there's a prong under there. Okay, boom, there we go. So what it was this plastic. That's what was holding it in there. But yeah, it didn't rip. It just has that little hole, which is fine. I can cover that up. So yeah, so that's that part. So let's do the other side. Be able to grip it though. I can feel it about to come out. I don't know why, but right now this is gonna sound so crazy, but while I'm doing this, I'm thinking about Game of Thrones. Why? Why is this activity making me think of Game of Thrones? And I really want to see it. I really want to see the last season. I don't know. Crazy things that pop into our minds, right? But yeah, I'm a big Game of Thrones fan, so I cannot wait till it comes out, the last season. I will definitely be watching it. Okay, my arm is starting to hurt, y'all. Okay, it's almost out. This is like delivering a baby. I can see the head of it. I can see the head. Push, push. Little baby. Whew. Okay, there she is, the last of the twins out. Okay, so those holes are definitely ugly, but I can put some some prongs on that. And let me see if I have any in my drawer. You know what? Better yet, I can just sew that up when I get ready to do my sewing part. So that was how you remove it. I really just used this flathead screwdriver to just loosen up the little screw that was in there. And then I just used the needle nose plier to bend it and shape it. And I didn't have to do really too much bending of it to get it to pop out. And then I also used the pliers to pull that last little stud out. So that is that for that part. So let's see if we can get the strings in now. So I literally just bought the cheapest little set of needles and string that I could find. And you know, I don't know if this is going to hold it together well, but it might. So why spend a whole bunch of money if a cheaper version will work? So I think I paid $1 for this elastic, and I think I may have paid $1.50 or something like that for this little sewing kit from Dollar General. So I'm going to try to find the biggest needle that I can. I think that's it. And I'm going to use the white. They may all be the same size. Let me see. No, they're not. They're not. Okay, so I'm going to use the white thread with this the biggest needle that I see in here. And if you are a sewer, you're probably like, what are you doing, little girl? What are you doing? I'm not a sewer. I'm just determined to set this up the way that I want it. So yeah. I used to crochet when I was a teenager, a young teenager. I had an aunt named Patricia. Actually, she was my cousin. I had a cousin named Patricia who crocheted a lot. And I used to spend some time at her house. Let me put my glasses on, y'all, because I can't even see what I'm doing. So yeah, I had a cousin. She was like my second cousin named Patricia who used to sew and needlepoint, and needlepoint. She used to sew and crochet a lot. I took on the needlepoint part when I was younger, when I was a preteen, or you know, 12, 13, before I became interested in boys. Once I became interested in boys, all that other stuff went out the window. But yeah, I used to love to crochet and needlepoint, and I used to be pretty good at it. But I haven't done that in a long time. You know, I can fix, you know, the hole in a pair of pants or stuff like that. But in terms of really sewing, I never learned how to use a sewing machine. My aunt Peggy on my dad's side, my aunt Patricia, my cousin Patricia was on my mom's side. My aunt Peggy on my dad's side tried to teach me how to sew when I was a teenager. I didn't want to have nothing to do with it. I was such a little cuss when I was a teenager. She tried to show me how to garden. She tried to show me how to sew. I just didn't want to have anything to do with it. And I wish now that I had paid attention. Goodness, they tried. They tried. I like to draw. I like to make stuff, but I did not want to be in that garden with the worms and all that. I was not feeling it. And now as an adult, I really wish I had paid attention, because my aunt, especially my aunt Peggy, she is very thrifty, and I mean that in a good way. If she was left on the island by herself, honey, it wouldn't be no problem. She would be fine. She would grow some food. She would make some stuff. She's very, very resourceful is probably a better word than thrifty. She's very resourceful. Okay, so what I did was, I didn't tell you what I was doing, I'm sorry. I just had this long elastic, and I just cut some pieces of it, and I just kind of eyeballed it to what I thought the measurement would be in here if I'm going to put my my mini planner in here. I want it to be a little bit taut. Not too tight where it's going to bend up, but where I can, where it will hold my planner in here securely. So I'm going to do one more like this, and I'm going to do two, two sets of strings. I was just telling you my life story and forgot to talk to you about what I'm doing. Okay, so leave that needle there, and I'm going to put just a regular old knot in here. I used to be a Girl Scout. I forgot all the different types of knots we learned how to do as Girl Scouts, but I used to be a Girl Scout back in the day. I really enjoyed camping out and all that stuff. And we take our sons camping periodically. We haven't been in a while though. It's probably about time for us to go again. Anyway, I'm gonna cut this off, these little extra pieces. And then here is where I'm going to try to sew this in without making a huge mess of things. Okay. So we've got everything sewn in. The straps are sewn in pretty tight. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the planner in and see if this works. So I'm going to put one on the back cover, and I'm going to slide one on the front cover. And she's in there. Okay, and then I've always got these little pockets on the front that I can decorate. I can put some little paper clips in the front if I want to. Some little planner clips if I want to do that. All right, so this is how it turned out, friends. This is how I took the rings out of a Heidi Swapp Personal size glittery pink planner, and I added my Happy Planner mini Happy Notes Bojo journal for my wellness. Now I'm probably not gonna come on here and share this much more because I feel like the journaling process is pretty personal, but I did want to show you how I was going to be setting it up. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up. If you want to see more content like this, I hope that you will take a moment and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I post new videos right here for you. Thanks so much for joining me for this DIY planner, babes. Hope you have a great week. Hope it's full of love, joy, and peace. See you next time.